When all is said and done, this is probably going to be one of my favourite games of this NFL season. This was the battle of the young quarterbacks and an indication of what is to come in the future of this game. We're seeing less and less of the stand and deliver quarterback and are moving into the new world of scrambling, rushing and creative and deceptive play calling. Credit to both Kyler Murray and Tua Tagovailoa on the ridiculously good games they had against each other on Sunday. We're going to take a Kyler Murray play today, and this is the pass to Christian Kirk for a 56-yard TD. This is a great work from Kyler to take advantage of the coverage that he sees, and also credit to the offensive line for holding just long enough for him to get this great throw out. So without wanting to delay, let's run the film. To set the scene, we're in the second quarter. There's 14:31 on the clock and it's 14-7 to the Dolphins. It's third down, 7 yards needed for a new set. Let's look at the offense first. The Cards are lined up in a no backfield setup, which is understandable given that they need decent yardage on this play. The three receivers lined up on the weak protection side are Christian Kirk, number 13, Larry Fitzgerald, number 11, and the tight end Dan Arnold, number 85. The running back Chase Edmonds, number 29, is lined up on the strong protection side, and we have DeAndre Hopkins out wide. The Cardinals are going to run a combination of posts and flats, symmetric on either side, with Larry Fitzgerald being the other man running an out route. So both the running back and tight end are going to perform weak blocks on the men in front and then wheel out to the flats for a check down pass if nothing else is on. And then we're going to have Hopkins and Kirk running posts. On the defensive side of the field, the key guys to watch out for are cornerback number 24 Byron Jones, cornerback number 40 Nick Needham, safety number 21 Eric Rowe, safety number 28 Bobby McCain, and cornerback number 25 Xavier Howard. When looking at the coverage, this gets a little tricky to understand. There are technically 3 guys deep, but none of them look like they're playing zone coverage, so my pre-snap read would be that this is a cover 0 with off man and potential safety blitz. You might be thinking this is a fairly aggressive setup when you have yards to defend, and I'd be inclined to agree, but the fact that the 2 corners and safety are 7 yards deep gives them some breathing room to keep track of their runners and stop any play that's thrown short, with the hope of enough yards after carry to get a first down. When this play actually runs, we're going to see the safety here run back instead of blitzing, and Eric Rowe isn't playing man on Dan Arnold, but is instead tracking back to cover his half of the field. The post-snap read therefore would be an adjustment from cover 0 to cover 2 man. When you're playing man coverage and the wide receivers at the end of the field are running posts, this essentially becomes a game of whether the wide receiver can beat the cornerback on him, and in the case of Christian Kirk he definitely can. With his ridiculous speed, he blows past Byron Jones with ease, and all Kyler needs to see is just a hint of separation before flinging the ball. I want to give credit here to who I believe is the unsung hero of this play, and that's the offensive tackle number 52 Mason Cole. When this play starts, his assignment is the defensive tackle number 92 Zach Sieler. Sieler, however, doesn't really press here, but instead moves back to the shallow middle, most likely to stop any quarterback rush. The moment Cole realizes this, however, he's going to track back and pull around when he notices Emmanuel Ogbah break the line. Ogbah's having a ridiculous season this year and actually gets past Cole, but he gets held up for just enough time to ensure Kyler can make this throw. The importance of this block becomes even more apparent when you look at the field. When Kyler has to make this throw, neither Larry Fitzgerald nor DeAndre Hopkins have any separation. The receivers on the flats are wide open, but with the yardage needed, it doesn't look like they're ever even a read for Kyler. He needs this fraction of a second that Mason Cole manages to give him to allow Christian Kirk to show him a tiny bit of separation and decide what's happening with this throw. Without this play from the tackle, this is an easy sack for Ogbah to add to his already brilliant season, and the Cardinals are punting the ball for Tua to have another go. This game was a shootout. With the way the offenses were performing, every score from one team had to be matched by the other in order to not risk falling far behind. This is a great job by the offensive line to give the receivers time to get to where they need to be and to give the quarterback a chance to make this throw. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Back to the Board. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for our next episode next week.